Well, good evening, everyone, and welcome to the hashtag TFR Motivation Monday Zoom call. We are so excited. And as every week, we have special announcements for you. We've got to keep you up to date, get you back on track if you've fallen off the track, keep you on the wagon if you're here. And we also want to close it always out the way we do with an amazing special guest. And we are super excited to hear from the one we have today lined up for you, Pro 7, Jon Garner.
So well, by the way, guys, if you don't know who we are Dondi and Marcy Nettles. We're super excited to be hosting the call tonight.
This is Marcy, yeah. just so we keep it clear.
Yeah. So if you guys, are able to be on here live, that's amazing. But if you have team members after you see this that need to see it, right? Which you just might need to watch it again. We always record these and we upload them to the Team Freedom Reigns YouTube channel. Please go and subscribe, because then that way you'll be notified every time that we add new content. So moving into announcements, updates. So this slide has not been updated from last week. I asked for the new numbers for Bethesda, Phoenix, and Austin, but I was not able to get them in time. But guys, these regional the tours, this is a big deal. Corporate's coming to you, and the seating is very limited. My gosh. A lot.
See? We're so
not very many
tonight.
seats in all these different locations, right? So you got to make sure. And also an announcement, unfortunately, the European tour has been canceled due to travel concerns around the coronavirus. So if you did already pre-register, they will be refunding you for those tickets, and they will be rescheduling at a future event or a future time. But guys, here in the States and in Canada, you have got to get your seats in.
Like now.
Registration.
Pre-register.
Get it done, right? So
commit.
LifeVantage.com, scroll down to the bottom and you can find all the details there. Plus the company is trying to help us out as much as possible. You can actually get your ticket paid for. All right. So in March, you want to generate a minimum of 500 in new sales volume, whether that's customers or distributors. Needs to be from at least 3 different people, and you're going to get your tour ticket and a t-shirt for free. Plus, if you want to double that, or if you took advantage of this promo in April and you did the 500 in PV with 3 or more people, do that again this month with 1,000 total in new volume amongst at least 6 different people, and you will get to have dinner with all the elites and the corporate leadership that will be there the night before the event. So
she
take
meant
advantage.
February, not April. You said April, but you meant February.
Yeah, that is what I meant.
The day, the month that just passed.
I'm just going to be quiet.
See how forward-thinking she is?
It's your turn.
She's amazing visionary, I'm telling you. And we have the global convention where every year the entire company from all over the world descends on a single location. This year it is Las Vegas, Nevada, where we're going to turn Sin City into Win City. So between 22nd and 24th of October this year, you need to be there. No matter where on this big blue marble you happen to reside, you need to be there. And the company wants to get you there too. So they're going to give you all kinds of incentives, all kinds of way to make money back, give you discounts in the store, get money in your pocket, and get your butt in the seat, because amazing things are going to happen when you're there on the 22nd through the 24th of October.
Right, and that's all part of the Road to Convention promotion as well. So good job covering that. I appreciate it.
See how I did that?
So guys, on top of that, the company has created this amazing playbook for us to be able to use, whether it's for social media, growing your business, or if you want to use these amazing assets to be able to share via email or text, you can do that as well. So if you have not watched the video yet, either go to the official LifeVantage Independent page or the watch party that we did present there in the Team Freedom Reigns page to find out all the details and be able to plan out your month in how you want to strategize sharing our information with your social media accounts.
Yes, special thanks to Jesse Allen and Grace and your team's phenomenal job.
Yes, so good. All right, this dude here is like the brain master behind this. We just launched this on Saturday. It's the rebranding of the teamfreedomreigns.com site. It's where you can find that super simple, easy, duplicatable steps 1, 2, and 3. This is what we do next. System in growing your business. So if you've been lacking duplication in your business, you've got to go check this out. Please, please, please go and play around with it. Let us know what questions you have, because we are all about helping everyone rise in their business.
And just to be clear, if you want to build your business online, it supports you. If you want to build your business knee to knee, face to face, eye to eye, heart to heart on a tear off sheet, it supports you. No matter how you want to build your network marketing business, that website will support you, because the behaviors and the philosophies behind everything we do is the same. It's all about building relationships, whether you do it online or face-to-face.
Yeah, absolutely. And then guys, you're going to be seeing this slide every single week, just because it's important to understand that you have to stay in phase one. You have to be inviting and enrolling, just as Master Pro 10, Rachel Jackson said. She enrolled herself to Master Pro 10. So this is your invitation to the live Tuesday night opportunity overview, the LifeVantage opportunity overview that we do every single Tuesday night. It is at the same time, and it is the same Zoom ID number. You just need to pre-register to be able to be on the Zoom, and have your guests pre-register as well to ensure their spot. But every single Tuesday night, this is a guaranteed, there will be a LifeVantage opportunity overview you can plug yourself into,
Like
and your guests.
clockwork.
Yes. All right, here you go.
So
We're there.
get my knuckles cracked, get my neck already.
Bumbling over my words.
Yes, we are super, super honored, blessed, and excited to announce our special guest, who is Elite Pro 7 Jon Garner. Had a great conversation with Jon to learn a little bit more about his background so that we could properly tee him up. So this guy was in pharmaceutical sales for about 12 years, unbelievable. But as fatherhood and parenthood and marriage commitments, and just being a guy who wants to give back to life and be a participant in life, he felt the need. We had kind of similar stories how we got to be LifeVantage ID numbers. But 6 years ago, when he accepted the invitation and became a newbie, this is the first time he's ever done it in network marketing. And I don't want to take too much of his story, because I know he's got some great things to share. But what he presented in Cancun, walking across stage, and the visual support that he had behind him, the stage command and presence to not only inspire and empower people, but to educate them and truly captivate them, I was literally blown away by how professional Jon was, how just unbelievable representative of his team, of LifeVantage, of his upline support team. And we know personally the people that are part of his upline support, and there is no better in the industry and no better in this company than that line, including Jon. And so you guys, I'm just inviting you now to get a couple pens in case the one you have runs out. If you have pencils, make sure you've got a couple in case you break a leg, because you do not want to miss a single second of what he's going to bring. Get your notes ready. And Jon, from the bottom of Marcy and I's heart, thank you so much for accepting our invitation to join us tonight.
And so quickly saying yes. Thank you.
Not a problem. As Dondi and I were talking earlier today, the one thing that I will tell everybody to do is don't ever miss an opportunity to say yes. So no matter what it is, personal growth comes from saying yes. And part of that personal growth for us was saying yes to this opportunity. That is without a doubt. Our personal growth has grown beyond what we ever imagined that it could be. And so really, really excited about what we have going on. And so if for those of you that don't know me, Dondi teed that up really, really well. What Dondi probably didn't know before today, that I was watching Dondi before he knew it. Right. And so I was sitting back in the back row watching and learning. Dondi had given a presentation out here in Nebraska, and I was in that crowd. And so for some of you, you may be just like me, where you were sitting in the back. You may still be sitting in the back. I still sit in the back with my team. Like that's just who I am. And so there's nothing wrong with that, but I will tell you, learn, watch, listen, everything that you can do to just jump all over this opportunity. Before this, as Dondi said, I was 12 years in the pharmaceutical industry. I grew up as a farm kid, guys, an introverted farm kid. I didn't talk to anybody. And when I got into pharmaceuticals, my dad just had told me when I graduated college to go out and get a job and provide for my family. And that's exactly what I did. We were fortunate enough to get into the pharmaceutical industry. I enjoyed it for about 2 of the 12 years. Okay. It's not all that it was cut out to be. The money was good, but as I was telling Dondi earlier today, guys, it's just a job. It's something that I think everybody on here tonight will relate with the fact that we end up doing what we have to do, not what we want to do. Right? We have to pay the bills, and so pretty soon our dreams begin to shrink, and our jobs just begin to rise because we have to pay the bills. We have to live, and then we feel like we're just stuck, and there's no way out of it. But I will tell you, there is a way out of it because you have a decision, and that's really one of the starting points that I'm going to talk about tonight. Is that decision, that starting point to get going, guys? We were time poor. My wife working full time as a teacher. I was full-time into pharmaceuticals, covering about 3 different states. We had 4 kids at the time, which I was trying to coach in multiple sports. And I was gone and started to figure out that I was spending my time with the people that I loved the least instead of the people that I loved the most. And I knew that it was wrong. I knew that there had to be a better way, but like you, didn't have thousands of dollars in the bank, or maybe you do have, but we didn't. And we didn't know what to do. We wanted to start our own business, but we also knew that that would still take all of our time, that we still wouldn't have the time to spend with our kids. And that's really what we were trying to achieve. And I will tell you that I turned down just about every network marketing opportunity that ever came our way. Wouldn't even consider it, right? So those of you that have those people that are on your list, don't count them out, because I'm one of those, okay? My neighbor walked through the door. He showed me this product. He asked me to take a look at it. I took a look at it. And what I found at the time was 18 peer-reviewed published studies that absolutely blew me away. And so from the get-go, I was all in because of the products that this company has. And what you need to know, the products behind this company, they're so far ahead. They're so far ahead of where the entire industry is at with activation. Guys, this is where it's at. This is where the future is going to be. And when you look at the history of LifeVantage, that's exactly what you're going to see when you look backwards. So tonight, I want to go back through and kind of show you that, coming from a guy that didn't believe that it was possible, right? Thinking that I was last, thinking that there's no way that I could get to the top. I want to show you what we did against ourselves, what we are thinking in our own brains to overcome that, to get to where we are today. So there's really 6 staples to success. And this is what I narrowed down in Cancun, and I hope that this is incredibly helpful for you guys, right? The first one is a decision. It always comes down to a decision, and it's not the decision to buy your pack. That's not the decision that we're talking about, right? We bought a package, but that wasn't the decision. It wasn't until months and months later that Tyler Daniels was standing on stage and said, yeah, some of you think that you're busy, but the majority of you are just sticking your toes in the water and you're not getting in. And I was like, well, I'm pretty busy with this, but maybe that's me. Is he talking to me? I thought that he was just talking to me. And so I said, you know what, I'll take that bet. And that's the bet that I wanted to have you take tonight, right? Take the bet and say, I wonder what will happen if I just immerse myself in everything and just go for it, right? Even when you don't know, because we did not know how to do this, but we did it anyway. It all comes down to a decision, right? You're a product of your decisions. The reason that you're on this call tonight and the reason that you will be watching this replay is all from the thousands and thousands of small, tiny decisions that you've made that has landed you here tonight, right? We are a product of our decisions. That's where we're at. And so knowing that, you also know that you can change your future, right? The most successful people, and whether it be in network marketing or be in traditional business, the most successful people that I've ever seen across the board are people who make decisions, right, quickly, and they don't change their decisions very often, right? Those are the people that just say, hey, you know what? I know there's opportunity there and I'm going to take it. Don't know what we're going to do. And we didn't either, but you're just going to take it. So the second staple, okay, the second staple is once you make that decision, you got to act on it. And this is where I think the majority of people get hung up because they don't know what to do. And what I'm going to tell you tonight is action is the absolute secret sauce of the whole thing. Everybody's always looking for a secret. How did the elites get to where they are? I will tell you that it is all out massive action. And when you don't know what you're supposed to do, you act anyway. Because by the end of this call, you're going to know exactly what to do. I will promise you by the very end of this, if you stay on here and you watch this replay all the way to the end, I'm going to tell you exactly what you need to do starting tonight and tomorrow morning to really step on the gas and put you, whether you have a team of 1 or whether you have a team of thousands, to put your team in momentum. You know, Napoleon Hill said it best when he said that action is the true measure of intelligence. Think about that. Think about if action is the true measure of intelligence, what's the opposite of that? Right? So guys, it's not sitting and waiting to be prepared. It's the only thing that's going to prepare you is to act, right? Action is the true key. It's always going to be your best teacher. The videos are not your best teacher. The studies are not your best teacher. And I had to figure this out, right? Because Dondi and I talked today, I thought the studies were the teacher, and it's not true, right? The true teacher of this is just the action to do it. So you really just got to step in and do the actions even when you don't know what you're doing, because that's the only way that you're going to get better. Thinking about it will not help you overcome your fears. Action is the only thing that's going to help you overcome your fears. And, you know, as Dondi, he said one of the favorite things that I said in Cancun, I wanted to make sure I didn't forget it tonight, because I tell my kids this all the time because they play a lot of sports. And I say, you know, many people think that there's winning and there's failures, but it's just not true. See, with action, you either win, right? That is your opportunity. When you take action, that's your opportunity. You're putting forward the effort to win. But if you don't win, you're only learning. It's just you either win or you learn. It's the only way. That's how you do this business. So don't think that you're failing. You're only learning a better way to do it. So don't do the same thing over and over again, because we all know that that is the definition of insanity. So when something's working, keep doing it. When something's not working, let's just change small things to get you where you want to go. Third staple. Third staple is belief. And this is really important because, believe it or not, I did not understand this when I first got involved with the company. I had no idea what they were even talking about when they talked about belief. I had no idea. I thought they were talking about belief in the products. It's not it. It's the belief in you, right? That's how far, guys, that's how far I didn't know what the heck was going on. And what I'm telling you, if I, as a farm kid, can figure this out, anybody can figure this out, right? It's belief in yourself. You have to believe in you, because if you don't believe in you, you're not going to pick up the phone to call somebody. You're not going to interject when you come across somebody and they need our products, right? And so you have to have the belief in yourself that you can do this. And every single one of you can. And the number one reason that you can is because you're on this call tonight. 80% of this entire effort is just showing up. So when you show up, that's how you get better. And by being here tonight, that's how you're going to get better. If you watch this on replay, that's how you get better. And that's how I know that you can do this, is because you want it. Because if you didn't want it, you wouldn't be here. So believe in you. It is the most important thing. And you've got to be the biggest fan of yourself, right? In order to be a fan of yourself, the only way you can be a fan of yourself is to give action, so that you can be a fan of something that you did, right? So you got to take action, and you got to be a fan of your action, no matter whether you do poorly or great, right? There's always things, no matter how good you are or how poor you are at a certain point in time, because we were bad. We were so bad when we first started this. I saw Dondi, I'm like, it's over. I can't do this. I can't do this, because that guy is incredible, right? And I just don't ever think that I would get there. But what I found out is the more I talked to people, the better I got. The more opportunities that I said yes to get in front of people online like this, the better I got. The more opportunities I got to speak at any training event, the better I got. And that's how you do it. So don't ever pass up those opportunities. Fourth staple, and this is me to a T. Keep it simple. There's a lot of things that are out there right now, right? Lots of teams have different training systems. There's lots of different ways that you can build this, whether you're building on social media, whether you're building it face-to-face. And I'm not here to change any of that. What I'm going to tell you is just keep it simple, right? You don't need to do 50,000 different things to be successful at this. I know people that are ultimately successful and the only thing they do is face-to-face. I know people that are successful and the only thing they do is social media. I know people that are successful that dabble in both. But the key is that it's both action oriented. It's always taking action with intention to get there. So keep it simple. Don't overcomplicate the scenario. You don't need to go talk to 15 people tomorrow, okay? That's your first clue, what I'm going to give you at the end of this talk, okay? But it's very simple. So just keep it simple and always look out for the people that are on your team. My philosophy from the get-go was, hey, you know, no matter who's on my team and no matter what line that they are in, it doesn't matter. Always do what's best for the people that's on your team. That's how you're going to create a really big following and people that love to be around you. Number 5, don't wait. Don't wait. We've been here, we've waited, and that's a huge, huge mistake. Don't wait. Some people want to wait for a better plan. They'll hear that the company's coming out with something, so they say, you know what, I'll wait until that training comes out. Or I'll wait until they announce what this next social media push is. Or I'll wait till tomorrow to post that. I'll wait until next week to call my best friend. There's no better time than right now. If you wait to be great, you will never, ever be great. You just can't. It's the opposite. It's the exact opposite. The only way that you can be great is to start, in my opinion, really bad, right? You've got to figure it out. And that's just by immersing yourself in it and going after it. So don't be afraid of it, because again, we don't lose, we learn. Right? Every time we don't lose, we learn. There's going to be things that was I terrible nervous to get on this tonight? Absolutely yes. Okay. Am I going to learn from this tonight? Yes. Am I going to go back and I can't believe that I said that. That wasn't in my plan to say that. And I said it anyway. And that's okay. I learned from all of this, and so can you. So keep it extraordinarily simple and don't ever wait. Guys, you don't need the perfect plan, right? The imperfect plan is the best thing. As a coach, I always say, I would rather take a player who's willing to work hard and knows nothing versus a player who knows a bunch and doesn't work hard, right? And so that's the same in this business. You don't need to know everything, but you do need to take action. And that action is much simpler than what you think. So number 6, speed. Speed, speed, speed. If you want to put momentum into your team, I'm going to show you how you can do that. And it's through speed. Success loves speed. If you're on here tonight or watching this replay between basketball games, because it's that time of year, it's March Madness. And what I will tell you is when you watch those March Madness games, momentum will turn in the drop of a hat. And it is not this long-awaited thing that happens. And it's not a long-awaited thing in this company or in network marketing either. You can create momentum starting tonight, right? It's taking the action of doing something that other people don't think is very safe, right? By taking action and putting yourself out there and just going for it, talking to one extra person, right? To go to a teammate of yours and say, hey, you know what? Let's do a meeting. Let's try to put something out there on Facebook. Let's do a live. Let's try to do a webinar. Let's do a Zoom. Let's do something, right? And other people are going to be, oh, I think that's very safe. But that's how you create the energy. That's how you create momentum. Momentum is doing something that others don't think that you should be doing. You put forth the energy and you just go after it. It's going after you dive after a ball, right? It's the extra hustle play. It's not the extra baskets. You guys always get that. It's not the extra baskets in basketball that makes the difference. It's the hustle plays. It's the hustle plays that get the crowd involved. So if you want a crowd and you want people cheering you on, the way that you do that is you hustle. So our weekly calls are called the weekly hustle calls, right? And so we hustle. That's the whole idea, is to create energy, passion, drive. It's to create a massive movement and momentum. And you do that by just going after it. I've been up and down the road in Nebraska. There's a lot of space, a lot of empty space. And have I driven hours upon hours to meet nobody? Yes, I have. Okay? It happens. But the fact of the matter is what I know is, hey, that's going to happen, but the next time it won't. And that's the way it always works, guys. It's the extra hustle play of showing your team how much you care and showing the people that aren't on your team, that are soon to be on your team, how much you care. Okay? So put a smile on your face and talk with a smile on your face. And be seen out in public with a smile on your face, because people are always watching. Facebook, make sure your Facebook posts are positive. Make sure, for me, it's family oriented, because that's who I am. Okay? People are going to check you out and they're going to see if you're a good person. And to be a good person, that's where people are going to follow you. So make sure that when you're out in public, man, I love the smile. I was told, the gentleman didn't know this, but before I got into pharmaceuticals, I was selling heavy construction equipment right out of college. And what I will tell you is there was one comment that changed my life forever. And it was one construction worker saying, John, don't ever lose your smile. because that smile is going to move a lot of people. I always talk with a smile because it's impossible, right? People can hear it. People can feel it. So even when you're on the phone, smile. Even when you don't know what to say, smile, and it will sound better. Okay? So all the way around, here's what we're going to do. So those are the 6 key staples of success that has got me to where I am today. It is nothing miraculous. It is nothing that's, oh, crazy, that's unbelievable. It is super straightforward, simple, just getting after it, being bad to start, right? We've gotten a lot better and we're still getting better today. But the whole key is just to decide to say, hey, you know what? I've had enough and I can do this. Believe in yourself, take action, keep it simple, and just get after it, because you guys can do this. Every single one of you can do this. So what we're doing with my team right now, and I think that this will be very powerful for you guys tonight, is really getting it right back to the most simplest thing that you can do to drive business, right? Tonight, you're going to write one person's name down. This is what I do every night, okay? Every night, I'm the boss the night before. I'm the employee of myself tomorrow. So tonight, I write down the name of who I'm going to call tomorrow. And tomorrow, no matter what happens, okay? And your day is going to get away from you. That's what our days do. We're all busy. So tomorrow, at some point in time, you've got that name written down. And what you're going to do is you're going to pick up your phone. You're going to get on your feet. You're going to start pacing. You're going to start walking if you are capable. You're going to dial that phone, put a smile on your face. And when the phone is ringing, you're going to wonder what the heck you're going to say. And you're going to say hello with a smile, okay? You're just going to say hello and have a normal conversation. Ask them how they're doing. Be a friend, right? And then ultimately it's going to come up. It will just come up naturally. You will tell them that you've got something incredibly special that you want to share with them. And it's really important that you get together with them soon, right? Whether that be for coffee, whether that be for lunch. If they're too far away, that might be a FaceTime, it might be a Zoom. But the way that you create momentum, whether you are a team of 1 or a team of 1,000, is you pick up the phone and we call one tomorrow. And the way that you do this is as soon as, if this, I don't know on the way that you guys work, but if you're on this Zoom right now, or if you're on Facebook right now, what I want you to do is I want you to type, I'm all in. I want you to type, I'm all in for one tomorrow, right? It might be your only one of the week, and that's okay. It all starts with 1. Momentum starts with 1, not 5. Don't worry about 5 and which one of the 5 you're going to call tomorrow. Call 1. Just 1. Start with 1. It always starts with 1. We're Pro 7s, but it started with 1. It always starts with 1, and that's how you create that. Another 1 has an entire network of people that you don't even know about. So always start with 1. Type, I am all in. Tomorrow, after you call, no matter what the result is, we're not looking for results. We're looking for behavior. And what I love about this behavior is, guys, you're going to feel so proud of yourself. You're going to feel so good about yourself when you get off that phone, no matter what happens. Because what you just did is you did something that you didn't think that you were going to have to do because you watched this video. Right? You're going to feel incredibly proud of yourself. You're going to feel empowered. And what I know is you're going to fall in love with that feeling. I promise you, you're going to fall in love. Not the feeling while you're on the phone. You're going to fall in love with the feeling after you get off the phone, no matter what the result, because you have the courage. You stepped above your fears. You conquered your fears. You stomped all over it. You got after it. You got on the phone with maybe 30, 90 seconds. Maybe it was a few minutes. Maybe you talked for a half an hour, but you did it. You got it done. And so tomorrow, what you'll do is, for all of you that said that I'm all in, tomorrow, as soon as you get it done, regardless of the result, I also want you to say, I just got it done. So tomorrow, I just got it done. And what that's going to do, here's what I love it. On your Facebook page, Dondi, I don't know if you guys have a Facebook page, whatever you guys use, but what I want you to do, whatever team that you're on that has any type of team Facebook page, I want you to jump on there and say, I got it done, right? And what that's going to do is you're going to have a whole bunch of your team go, what? Am I missing out on something? What did they just get done? And if If there's 30 of you that's on here tonight, if there's 100 of you on, I have no idea. I can't see how many people are on here tonight. Maybe there's 500 of you on here tonight. Here's what's crazy. If there's 30 of you that's on here tonight, just think about this. There's 30 new exposures tomorrow. 30 new lives can be changed with one phone call. Remember that that one phone call isn't just about that one person. It's about their entire family. It's about their friends. You're changing more than one life. I promise you, you're changing more than one. You have to think bigger. You're not just changing that one person's life. You're changing the lives of their children. You're changing the lives of their siblings, their best friends, the entire family. You're changing their lives forever. You have a gift. LifeVantage has given you a gift, not only of opportunity, but a gift of health and wellness, right? And you can't take that for granted. You have what is the most amazing thing that has landed in your lap. I don't care how it found you, right? It found me in an awkward way. But I will tell you that it has changed thousands of people's lives because we talked to one. We talked to one, we talked to two. We realized that the feeling that we got from helping people with their health and wellness is addictive, right? It is addictive. When you change somebody's lives for the better and somebody creates a story because you just had the courage to tell them about it. And what if it's not them? What if it's somebody that they know, right? That's why you have to go. That's why you have to take action, because somebody that you know or don't know, because somebody else knows them, needs our products desperately. They need them desperately, and you have the gift. You have the gift, guys. Don't say no. Say yes to everything. Go after it and say, hey, you know what? This is my time. It's time to rise up. It's your time. Believe it or not, this company is going to grow massively over the next 12 to 18 months, and you can take part in that rise. You've got to stay on the rise with the company. The company's going to go with or without you. You might as well go with it. You're going to work anyway, right? You're going to go to work every day anyway. Why not? Why not you? Why not now? You're capable. You're willing. Your behaviors will show it. Call one tomorrow. When you're done with that one tomorrow, write it down in your Facebook. If you don't have Facebook, tell a friend, tell your wife, tell a family member, pat yourself on the back, because guys, without you, this company would be nowhere. You are LifeVantage, and you are the reason where this company is at today. Where you are today, you have to realize this is really important. Where you are today is nothing where you could be, and nothing to where you can go with this opportunity. Right? This opportunity, guys, is phenomenal. Don't regret opportunities not taken. Jump all over it. Get after it. I absolutely love, we got to lock arms and do this together. I love that we're working crossline here with Don D. Don D will be working crossline with our team as well. Lock arms with everybody, because when we grow as a company, you grow as a person, right? So everybody's got to lock arms, and we're going to take this company to the next level. And why? Because we can and we will. Guys, God bless you. Thank you so much for taking the time to have me on this evening. I surely appreciate it.
Oh, it's an absolute honor, Jon. And thank you for bringing the house down with inspiration, with knowledge, with encouragement. And I want to just comment on what you just said about, I just got it done. Yeah. Not only taking the ownership of I'm all in, taking action on that, what you committed to, and then saying, I just got it done. You seriously just got it done. But I want to take something you just mentioned and put it into a little bit, maybe a different perspective. Marcy and I just heard this yesterday at church. Is this guy was talking about, imagine that everything you do is like you're the pilot of a major passenger airline, and there's 200 to 400 people that are sitting behind you that are going to be influenced by what you do. Every push of a button, every flip of a switch, every turn of the steering wheel, whatever they call it, for whatever pilots call the way they steer the plane, is literally influencing that many people's lives. When we do something like I just got it done, whether you've got 5,000 Facebook friends and you can't take anymore, or you've got 5, or you have no Facebook friends, we still have an influence. Everything we do is being seen by somebody. And like you said, if Blue Elam, my sponsor, wouldn't have reached out to me, I would be a father who doesn't know his children. My kids would have grown up without a dad.
And you wouldn't know me either.
And I wouldn't know Marcy. And I wouldn't know every one of the people that are part of my team. And I look at that and go, that one call where a firefighter from Tucson got up enough courage to call a stranger 2 hours north and extend an invitation. He didn't know whether I was going to say yes or no. He just knew that he called. And the fact that he did changed my entire life. And I hope that I play a role in changing his entire life. But if we look at everything that way, everything we know, that we have the potential to change 200 to 400 people, even if it's just one person, what could that person kind of how they can impact them? So thank you for that, Jon. You just changed our lives dramatically. And just how you painted that and how you just got it done is going to really pay dividends for our team. So thank you so much. And I really appreciate what you said about locking arms and doing this cross-line support, because when we rely on each other in a team with the same culture and community, we can move the world, because the industry as a whole doesn't really view cross-line support the same way. We are an anomaly in network marketing. It's sometimes people consider people in their own company as competition. We're just camaraderie here. And the more we lock arms and the more deeply we do that and the more openly we do that, we're all going to be blessed by that. So Jon, thank you so much for accepting our invitation and just killing it the way you just did.
Thank you guys so much. I appreciate it.
Yeah, you're awesome. All right, guys. So now that you're going to get it done by doing the just one tomorrow, right? Just have to know what you're inviting to. So it's the simplicity of a 1, 2, 3 system. On the website, you can see options for a step 1 video. Go and check it out. Keeps it very simple and duplicatable again. So that's what LifeVantage and this type of business is all about.
And tomorrow, LifeVantage Opportunity Overview, like every Tuesday, invite to it. We're going to be there to set your clock to it every Tuesday.
Really?
Every Tuesday.
Every Tuesday.
Every Tuesday.
Jon, that's every Tuesday.
Every Tuesday.
Every Tuesday.
What
Thanks,
she said.
Jon.
Thanks again, brother. God bless
Appreciate you. Thanks for being on, everybody. And by the way, all kinds of people are saying thank you. So thank you
Woo.
again. Appreciate you.
Bless you, brother.
See ya.